Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 16th annual Battle of Lexington. Tonight we have the Hawks of Hunter College versus your Baruch Bearcats. I'll now turn it over to Marty Collins for the starting lineups. So we are moments away from tip-off here at the Arc Arena between Hunter College Hawks and your Baruch Bearcats. Baruch switching up the starting five from last game, but in a key matchup as both teams come in at 7-3 in the conference, respectively, third and fourth. So big battle here at the Arc Arena. Alongside Brian Flannery, I'm David Just. Brian, huge CUNYAC matchup late in the season, coming down to the nitty-gritty, fighting for playoff positioning between Hunter and Baruch.
Oh, absolutely. You always love to see this matchup between the Bearcats and the Hawks, and no better stage than the Battle of Lexington here tonight. You can feel the energies different in the Arc Arena, and this should really be a good game.
So it'll be Hunter in their purple road uniforms, gold trim, gold numbers, and it'll be Baruch in your home whites, light blue trim. It'll be Bayou winning the tip, but it'll go right into the hands of Leung, and Hunter will be quick at it. Shot might have been blocked from behind as Conway went up for it, and the ball swung around the perimeter as Hunter recorrals on the offensive end. Right wing three around and out, and it'll be Bayou on the rebound. Hunter settling into the zone early here. Looks like almost a 3-2 unless Kerslovic has come out a little too far. Now it's Nia Dawson underneath, high off glass. No good. Rebounded there by Thompson, and it'll go back to Hunter. Leung dishes it inside, looking for options to DeJulio. Ball swung around, and it'll be DeJulio who walks it back out. Make that Leung as she's up top, covered by Bayou. Ball swung around the perimeter, and it's going to be too many steps and go back the other way. Kerslovic moved the feet, and it'll be Baruch basketball and an entertaining first minute of basketball here at the Arc Arena.
You're definitely going to want to see the Bearcats try to capitalize on that turnover there from Hunter. Try to get on the board here.
So it'll be Frances Snyder to walk things up. Conway out on her. Almost a 1-2-2 zone, and Leung comes away with the steal as Snyder hits the deck, up ahead to Conway. Conway gets fouled from behind. Good foul by Ahmed, and that'll send Conway to the line to shoot two.
Snyder definitely took some hard contact there after the turnover in transition. Looks like she's okay.
And Conway good on the first. 81% free throw shooter on the season. And good on the second. 2 of 2 from the line. And Baruch trail here in the early going. It'll be Ahmed to bring things up. We saw the ball in her hand a lot last game against Medgar Evers running the point.
Yeah, it's really going to be interesting to see who carries up the ball primarily for the Bearcats here because you saw so many different looks.
And Dawson and Kerslovic hit the deck. It'll be Dawson who comes away with it, gives it Ahmed, but Leung has another steal up ahead to Conway here on the left side. Pull-up baseline shot, a little short, no good. Ball batted around. It'll be Spy who comes away with it. Quick in a transition, up ahead to Zerpolo. Can't finish. Might have been a little bit of contact. She fought through it, but unable to get that basket to drop. And Leung quickly the other way for Hunter. Elbow shot is good from Conway, and she has the first 4 for the Hawks.
And again, a ton of back and forth basketball. Very quick pace here early on, but there's no surprise this Hunter offense is going to go through Janine Conway. 1,000-point scorer. Also a St. John the Baptist alum, so I've definitely had the pleasure of seeing her play before, and she's the definition of an impact player on both sides of the ball.
And we see her get in her groove early as Baruch off on that one. It'll be Leung into the front court for the Hawks. Coach Baruch call up the offense. Leung will set things up on the left wing. Should be a packed house tonight as it is the 16th annual Battle of Lex. Ball swung around the perimeter, up top, back now to Conway. Only 7 seconds on the shot clock. The Hawks have to move quickly. Leung now left wing. She'll pull a 3. That's going to be off right rim. Rebound's going to go loose. It'll go into the front row, and it'll go back to the Bearcats.
Again, you definitely want to see the Bearcats put up a quality look here. They've seemed to be, unfortunately, committing a couple turnovers early and trying to have to rush some of their possessions. So you want to see a quality attempt right here.
Been impressed with Teresa Leung so far on the defensive end. Already 2 steals here in the first 3 minutes. Now Ahmed has it. Dangerous pass, and Leung comes away with it again. Not the type of play you got to make there, and Leung going coast to coast and finished it with the right hand.
And that's just a bad play.
It's a blind pass from Ahmed trying to hit Spyu on the come around. Unable to do so, and that'll be Spyu up top. Dawson crossover move. She gets smacked. And the foul there is going to be, I believe, on number 13, Leung. It's going to be her first on the evening.
It's going to be side out here for the Bearcats. Samira Ahmed will check out as Mil Yi hits the floor, and she's going to inbound for Baruch.
Yi having a nice game, double digits in scoring last game, and really leading the attack.
Yeah, she's really been the hot hand here for the Bearcats, so definitely keep an eye out for Mil Yi.
Nice cross-court pass there to Dawson. Dawson going to go into the lane. Might have taken some contact, but will finish off the left with the left hand off glass.
Yeah, real nice move there by Nia Dawson to get on the board for the Bearcats as Melinda Spyu is able to pick that pass off, and she's going to get fouled.
An interesting play there. We saw it last game against Medgar Evers. Baruch really settling into that full-court press. Coach Cotrazo's going with that on the last possession, and it's causing some instant turnovers.
Yeah, they were super effective on the press last game, so definitely no surprise they're going to try to implement that here on Hunter.
And Valentin checking into the game for the Hawks, and we'll see Leung come to the bench for the first time tonight.
Francis Snyder's going to take up the ball now for Baruch. Dishes out to Millier. Back out to Snyder. Now Coach Catrozo is calling a timeout from the bench. Looks like he wants to talk this one over with 19 seconds left in this possession. So we'll be back in a few moments, and please stay with us.
So Baruch will break the huddle. It's going to be the same 5 as they went in with, and Coach Coachos must not have liked what was happening a little bit during the first 11 seconds of that possession.
Yeah, hopefully Bearcats are able to convert now that they had the chance to talk it over.
Nice two-man game between Millie Yee and Francis Snyder. However, the ball's picked off on the entry pass, and now it'll be Kerslovich to bring it up to Valentin. Valentin hop step, trying to find Thompson inside, but that was intercepted by Dawson, who loses the ball to Kerslovich. Sloppy play here on both ends. Pull-up shot from Conway's good, and we've seen 6 out of her in the first.
Yeah, way too many turnovers on both sides. If you're either coach, you're just going to want to see them slow down a little bit.
Nice stutter move there by Snyder. Pull-up shot, no good, off back rim. And a wild game here in the early going. A lot of mid-range shots from both teams. Ball's outside to Conway. Now Valentin has it. Conway on the perimeter. Up top, Dawson checks her. To DiGiulio. Out to Valentin. Valentin inside. Can't finish with the right hand. And it'll be Dawson on the rebound for the Bearcats. Bearcats only 2 points here so far in the early going. Need to get something going offensively. Snyder swings it into Dawson. Dawson baseline jumper, knocks that one down. But if you're Coach Garrett of the Hawks, you can't be upset with what you're allowing on the defensive end.
No, absolutely. You definitely you'll take those long twos any day.
And if that's the game, if that's what's going to make Baruch win the game, I mean, if you're the Hawks, that's what you want to happen. And it's going to be a turnover there from the Hawks. Checking the game will be Alexandra Panuto.
However, also in that same light, we've seen this women's team be specifically good at some of those long twos, whether it be Millie Yee, Samira Ahmed. So it's definitely not a weakness for the Bearcats. But again, if you're Coach Garrett, you're gonna want to settle for those shots every time.
Make Baruch live or die with that shot. Now it's Zerpolo. Once again on the baseline. Now gives it to Yee. Left wing 3. High arcing shot. She knocks it down. And a player that has all the confidence right now of their teammates and the coach, Millie Yee, having a strong second half of the season.
Yeah, you just really felt the momentum shift as soon as she stepped on the floor here tonight.
Now to be Kerslovich on the outside. Valentin has it. Back to Kerslovich, left wing. Ahmed takes her at the three-point line. Ball swung around the perimeter. Valentin, almost got stolen there by Yee as the Arc Arena is getting loud for their Bearcats and continues to fill up here in the first quarter of the first game of our doubleheader between the Hawks and the Bearcats. It is the Battle of Lexington. It'll be Valentin up top. Now Conway on the right wing. Ball swung around the perimeter. Valentin will pick it up left wing. Dawson hits the deck. Conway going up strong. Can't finish. It was Panuto on the rebound. She's fighting for it underneath against her polo. It's going to go back to the Bearcats on the jump ball.
Again, really good defense there from the Bearcats. Hunter able to get a couple second chances, but again, wasn't able to score there.
And a chance, 5 unanswered for the Bearcats. 8-7 they trail with an opportunity to take their first lead of the night. Nice crossover move by Ahmed. Dangerous pass, though. She left her feet, and Valentin comes away with the steal. Outside to Kerslovich. Quickly, Schneider back onto the scorer's table as Panuto knocks it in off the glass. Easy bucket there for the Hawks.
Yeah, a little bit of a defensive miscue down low there.
Too many sloppy plays for the Bearcats. Yee, corner 3. She's feeling it off glass. No good. And it'll be the Hawks who come away with it. It'll be Valentin into the front court. Kerslovich now gives it to Panuto. High arcing shot. Barely grazes rim. Dawson comes away with it. They can have numbers here. It's going to be a 3-on-1. Nice bounce pass to Ahmed. Can't corral it, though, as it goes between her legs. And they're going to say the Hawks were out of bounds and they recovered, so it'll stay with the Bearcats. But a lot of sloppy play here on the offensive end for Baruch.
Especially transition. You just feel like they're rushing in that conversion between defense and offense. And a lot of times those turnovers are happening before they could even get the offense set up.
Has a lot to do with timing, and they just didn't get that one right as Kimberly Lau will check into the game for the Hawks. Francis Snyder back into the game for the Bearcats. Bounce pass outside to Dawson. Yee, Valentin gets her hand in the passing lane. 3-ball here from Yee, knocks it down. Millie Yee, her second 3 of the ball game. She's feeling it. Once again, Baruch into the full court press. Valentin over to Conway, up to Lau. They have numbers. Lau's going to pull up on the 18-footer. Shot no good. Rebounded there by Zerpolo. Up to Snyder. Snyder sees Spyu up ahead. Smart not to pass there, and Baruch's best offense right now is setting it up in the offensive end. Dawson Gets that one stripped from her, and he'll stay with the Hawks. With the Bearcats.
But again, that's a few consecutive really good offensive possessions out of the Bearcats, and you're just going to want to see them continue to capitalize and especially ride the hot hand of Millie Yee right now.
It was also nice not to see Millie Yee. Right wing three off left rim, no good. Zerpolo offensive rebound, keeps it alive. Dawson outside to Yee. Yee going baseline. She'll circle back, though. Has Dawson up top. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Yee in the corner, gets knocked away from her by Kerslovic. And 9 seconds on the shot clock, and it'll be Baruch's ball underneath the basket.
Definitely going to have to draw something up that's able to get a shot off relatively quick. Might end up having to settle here.
Outside to Dawson. Dawson off glass, no good. Conway comes away with the rebound, and she'll push for the Hawks. I just feel like the pace of the game is not in Baruch's favor right now. I feel like they've been best when they've been able to move the ball in the half court. And right now, Hunter has really been keeping the pace going.
Absolutely, and it seems like that's Hunter's system, and that's how they want to operate.
Conway shot way off, but it'll be rebounded there by Lau. Kerslovic up top. Going to try to drive past their Polo. Has to give it off to Panuto. Gets it off, rattles it home. Nice possession there, scoring late in the shot clock. And Dawson will walk things up for the Bearcats. Yee back to Dawson. Dawson going into the lane. She gets fouled, hits the deck, and will go to the line to shoot two. Way to be aggressive was Nia Dawson. Foul there's going to be on number 23, Conway. It's going to be her first.
Again, you see Nia Dawson at the top of the key there with a little bit of separation. You like to see her go to the rim. And even if you can't finish to draw that contact, now she's going to the line to shoot two.
Dawson has 4 on the evening so far.
So she's good on the first there, and she has the opportunity to now tie it.
Hard-fought game between two teams here. Big-time rivalry between Hunter and Baruch. She goes 2 of 2, and Coach Garrett wants to talk things over with 1:20 remaining. You're watching Baruch basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcat Broadcasting. Baruch have tied things up after trailing by 6 early. It's 12 all. The minute and 20 remaining here in the first. Baruch settling into a full court press. Almost a full court zone even. And Valentin comes away and able to get it into the front court. Kerslovic around to Lau. Lau on the cymbal. It's Valentin with Spyu on her. Panuto comes through. Just in the game, Nia Chung touches it, gives it right back out to Valentin. Spyu ties her up. Nope, she'll dribble left. Ball tipped away by Zerpolo, and it'll stay with the Hawks. Only 3 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Nice defensive possession so far from the Bearcats.
Yeah, real good job of just locking up their defenders there, and Hunter really didn't have an option.
Hawks to inbound in front of the Baruch bench. It'll be Lau into the paint. She'll pull up from the top of the key. Shot no good. And the foul's going to be on the floor. I think it's going to be on Spyu. I mean, she didn't go over the back. I think she just a little too aggressive on the boards.
Yeah, she kind of took out the defender from behind a little bit there. So this one's going to stay with Hunter and a fresh 20 on the clock.
Kerslovic to inbound. She's played all the minutes of the first so far. And now it'll be Valentin trying to go with the reverse. Nice move by Valentin. 38 seconds remaining. Baruch move quickly and go to 2 for 1. Or they'll just settle for the clean look. It'll be Nia Dawson, no good. And Hunter Hawks can hold for the final possession. Lau, jab step. Gives it back out to Chung, Ball turned over. And it's Snyder who comes away with it. Now Dawson, right wing shot, no good. Nice save by Spayu, but oh wow, Dawson's able to get it. Snyder, left wing three off back rim, no good. 2 seconds on the clock, and Hunter will dribble it out to end the first. So at the end of one here at the Arc Arena, Hunter 14, Baruch 12. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. You ready? And welcome back to second quarter action of the first game of the Battle of Lexington between Hunter and Baruch. Baruch trail by 2 as we get action underway. It'll be Leung who just checked it back into the game with the ball for the Hawks. Conway now right wing 3, closed out by Dawson. Little too late, and she rattles it home.
Yeah, unfortunately, just a little bit too much room there for Jeannie Conway. Pretty easy 3-point ball there.
And that extends the lead to 5 as Snyder now has it in the backcourt. Same 5 for the Bearcats as Yee gets knocked over by Valentin. And that'll be the first team foul against the Hawks. A little over-aggressive.
Yeah, Hunter definitely showing they don't want the ball in Millie Yee's hands there.
Interesting, because I feel like she's been more of a catch and shoot, and that's not where you need to foul. This is where you have to close out, when she gets the ball outside with an open shot. Spayu into the lane, goes up against some contact. No call, fighting for her own rebound. It'll be Valentin who comes away with it. Kerslovic straight on 3, knocks it down, and the Coach Rizos wants to talk things over. Got to be frustrated in the first 48 seconds, 20-12. We'll be right back with more second quarter action. So a quick timeout for Coach Rizos. Can't be happy with what Baruch's doing as they've let up 6 unanswered, back-to-back threes to be exact, from the Hawks in the early going, as Baruch will have the ball on the offensive end and really haven't found their game in over a quarter of action. Millie Yee now left wing 3. Shot no good, but Spayu comes away with the rebound. Gives it back outside. Ball swung around the perimeter. Snyder in the corner. Thinks about the shot. I don't know if I saw the steps there, but it'll go back to the Hawks.
Yeah, just a little bit of indecisiveness, at least enough to maybe warrant a call. But, again, I didn't see the steps either. It's more of an extended pump fake.
Well said, as Young will bring it into the front court for the Hawks. Young, Kerslovic, Thompson, Valentin, and Conway. Backdoors Conway trying to go past Dawson. Can't finish off the rim. And once again, Spayu's going to get called for the foul underneath. And I don't know. I'm not seeing it. It seems to be all hips and use of the body, but definitely not someone you want to get into foul trouble here in the second quarter, already her second. It's going to be an offensive foul there underneath the basket. It's going to be on actually Valentin. A little bit of a push there, or maybe a moving pick, as it'll go back to the Bearcats. So a nice break there for Baruch, and Valentin will come to the bench. Brooke DeJulio back into the game as Ahmed has it up top. Goes past Kerslovic. Now into the corner to Yee. Yee quickly gets closed down, spins around. Has Ahmed up top. Back to Yee in the corner. A little inside to Ahmed. High shot, no good. Rebounded there by Thompson. And it'll be Leung to walk things up.
You're definitely seeing a little bit of a mismatch down low between Hunter and Baruch. Hunter just able to play that 4-5 just a little bit more effectively early on, and it's really kind of paid dividends down the stretch here.
Thompson 6 foot, Conway 5'9". On paper, probably a couple inches there extra in reality, as Ahmed gets it on the back door. She gets knocked into as she goes up, and it'll be Conway called for the foul. Conway's second, so big for Baruch if they can get her into foul trouble here, as Ahmed off on the first.
Yeah, both teams have one of their primary scorers in a little bit of foul trouble with two in both Spyu and Conway, so that should be definitely interesting to see how it develops down the stretch as Conway will come out.
Santos in for the first time tonight, and smart move by Coach Garrett, up by 9, giving Conway a breather. Val Michi coming into the game for her first minutes of the evening as well for the Bearcats, and it'll be Leung up top over to Thompson. Trying to find the cutting Kerslovic, now outside to Santos, back to Kerslovic. Bodies banging inside the paint there as Leung has it up top, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Hawks have to move quick, crossover move. Nice spin move by Leung. Now has to give it outside to Thompson. Hard shot, no good. Leung trying to come in, but it'll be Dawson who comes away with the rebound. And it'll be Spyu into the front court. Spyu gets fouled there by number 15, Kerslovic. And it'll be Baruch's ball underneath the basket.
Also, Hunter stringing together a few quick fouls there, as that's now their 4th team foul.
Ball swung around the perimeter. Yee thought about the shot. Instead gives it back to Dawson. Ball to Yee, left wing 3. She's been feeling it tonight. Ooh, around and out, no good. And it'll be Santos who comes away with the rebound for the Hawks. Leung has it up top over to Thompson. Swung around the perimeter. It'll be Leung who has it, gives it inside to Thompson now, trying to finish the left hand. Easy layup, and Baruch really doesn't have the size to combat inside the paint.
No, unfortunately not, and you're seeing Hunter really try to expose that mismatch down low, and they've been doing a good job of that as Dawson goes up, and this one's going to stay with Baruch. No foul there.
I think that was clean block there by Thompson, but, you know, I think for Dawson, it's got to be spatial awareness, knowing that the defense is collapsing on you and you have the height behind you.
Yeah.
It may be best to try to play that one back out to the perimeter.
Absolutely.
Millie E now, cross-court pass, swung into the hands of Spyu on the corner. She'll dribble back up. Ball swung around the perimeter. And it's going to be a travel there on the Bearcats, so it's going to go back to the Hawks. And Baruch just really can't get any consistency going here on the offensive end. Every time they get a stop on the defensive end, really shooting themselves to the foot.
Yeah, they're going to have to make a few adjustments between now and the second half as well to try to get back in this one, as Hunter's unable to finish there.
Thompson, though, had the wide open layup. Now Dawson goes into the defense and one. Nia Dawson goes right into the chest of Santos as she tried to take the charge. And it'll be Dawson to the line for the old school 3-point play. And Snyder will come in and give Yee a well-deserved rest as she leaves the game 6 points. Only 2 of 6 from the field, all threes. And it'll be Dawson knocking that one down. So Baruch cut it back down to 8. Leung has it for the Hawks. Has the pick there from Kerslovic. Thompson inside. Left hand hook shot, no good. And it'll be Baruch on the rebound. Spayu to bring it up. Spayu right into the lane. Nice little Euro step. Can't get it to go. Oh, that hung up on the rim, and Spayu really wanted to finish that one. Now it's Thompson inside, and another turnover for the Hawks. And it's these last couple possessions, Baruch really have to capitalize when forcing the turnover on the defensive end.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, they're going right back to Thompson, but she's been able to convert on the past couple possessions. So Bearcats got a couple huge stops, and let's see if they can really swing the momentum now in their favor.
It'll be Spayu up top. Hunter staying in their zone. It's weird. I think it's a 3-2. Snyder shot, knocks that down. They're going to say it was a 2. 24-18. Nice play there by Baruch. Not sure Snyder even knew it was a 2. DeJulio straight on 3. She knocks it down to quickly answer, and it's back to a 9-point game.
Again, that's a great job answering there by Hunter, because that really takes the momentum out. As soon as Snyder was able to convert there, felt the Arc Arena get up, but that'll put him quiet pretty quickly.
Almost a turnover there. Now the ball's loose on the deck, and it's going to be jump ball. Stay with the Bearcats, but really lucked out on that one. Sloppy passing. Thought they should have lost it earlier in the possession, and that time it went off Snyder's hands, and it'll stay with Baruch. It'll be Dawson inbound on the far side as the Arc Arena continues to fill up here on the campus of Baruch College. Dawson inside, back out to Michi. Corner 3, shot no good. Rebounded there by Santos. As Zerpolo puts the pressure on, it'll be Santos to bring it across the timeline. 3 there by Leung, knocks it down. The hot hand of Hunter so far.
And that definitely hurts. Regardless of what the situation is, 2 consecutive three-pointers out of Hunter.
Shooting already 50% from 3. As Snyder's going to pull from straight on, around and out, no good. And it'll be Hunter's ball. And the problem with that is if you're not hitting those threes with the size advantage that Hunter has, they're already dominating the rebound statistics. 20-13 here in the second. It's only going to give them more opportunities to get rebounds during the game.
Yeah, you're definitely going to see the Bearcats change their approach, as that's a wild shot, rebounded by Spayu.
And Zerpolo able to finish back door. Nice dish by Spayu. Kerslovic now has it over to Leung, who almost loses that one. Michi comes out on her. Kerslovic, left wing. It'll be Leung trying to drive. That's going to be side out. They're going to get the foul call there on Val Michi. That's going to be her first. And it'll be Lau and Conway back into the game for Hunter, whereas Ahmed will come back into the game for Snyder. Valentin also into the game for Hunter. And we'll see Santos come to the bench and a couple of changes here for Coach Garrett.
And you saw Hunter really go to Thompson a lot over the past 5 minutes or so, but now with Janine Conway back on the floor, let's see if they change up their approach.
A little surprised they have Spayu on Thompson, too, on the defensive end. I think Dawson maybe gives you a couple more inches on defense. So we'll see.
And that one is kept alive now by Hunter.
DeJulio, nice play on the baseline underneath, and now it'll be Valentin going hard. Can't finish with the left hand. Crossover move by Spayu, and she'll be able to bring it into the front court. 2:45 remaining here in the second. End-to-end action, but Baruch trail by 10. Almost another turnover there. And what I've been really impressed with, Brian, on the defensive end for Hunter, getting in the passing lanes consistently. I think it's been more of that than blocks and steals. It's been just finding, well, they are steals, but finding those loose balls, interrupting the ball movement from the Bearcats.
Oh, absolutely. The Bearcats really been struggling with the pass, but it's likely more credited to Hunter's pressure defensively.
As it's been a travel there on Hunter, so it'll go back to Baruch. 2:27 remaining here in the first half. Baruch trail by 10.
Love to see the Bearcats get on the board here, try to chip away at that 10-point lead.
These are huge possessions as they continue to fight back. Up top to Yee, who just checked back into the game. And because they're in the passing lanes, the closeout on those open shots happening way quicker. As Spayu spinning into the double team, she'll go out of bounds. And it'll go back to the Hawks, and you can see some visible frustration from some of the Bearcat players. Have to keep their head in the game right now, as we've got plenty of time left here in this ball game.
Absolutely. And you see those passing lanes are so tightly contested that they're having to resort to these high arcing, almost floating passes, and that's giving the defense time to close in, and there's not enough separation.
And it'll be outside to Thompson. Ooh, it looks like Kanye was coming around Lau there, but Lau takes it and goes into the lane. Can she finish with the right hand? Yes, she can. Easy layup, and Baruch really letting a lot of stuff happen inside.
Yeah, it almost looks like the Bearcats really just need to go into the half here. Definitely some tired legs on the floor.
Bayou inside, and Baruch just not hitting their shot, shooting only 25% from the field. 7 of 28 to be exact, where they're letting up 43% on the defensive end. And do you chalk it up just to a rough first half? Or, I mean, right now the Hawks have the game plan to shut down what Baruch's doing. Really interested in see what Coach Coachizos decides to switch up here in the second half.
Yeah, great point there. It's really going to come down to the adjustment that's made after the half, because pretty much this entire first half has been all Hunter. Baruch has done enough to stay in it and keep it competitive, but at the same time, it's really just been all Hunter pretty much from the jump here.
And it's right now DeJulio, straightaway three, shot no good. He'll go out of bounds right in front of the Baruch bench with 1:07 remaining.
Another point too, David, is you saw Hunter come out with that offense, and quickly you see they have a quick tempo, quick paced offense. And that's not necessarily when the Bearcats are at their best, but you saw Baruch kind of switch into Hunter's game plan there and try to speed up their offense, and that's when a lot of those turnovers happen.
The ball swung back out. Bayou in the left wing now. Yee up top. She'll pull a three. Nice closeout, but to no avail. Millie Yee feeling it a little bit.
And it seems like every time we're going to half, Millie Yee's hitting a shot, regardless from where on the floor. I've seen it as far as half court.
Cuts the deficit back to single digits as Tina Chen checks back into the game for the first time tonight for the Hawks. Chen has it now on the left wing. Nia Dawson on her. Chen tries to go left, has to come back. DeJulio. Now it's a shot there by LaSalle. Rattles that one home. They're going to say it was a two. And Baruch can hold for the last shot. It'll be Dawson to walk things up. Dawson back over to Yee. Up top to Dawson. Dawson has to pull the three. But no good. It's not going to hit anything, and that'll do it for the first half of action here at the Arc Arena. Baruch trail 34-23. We'll be back in 15 minutes with the second half. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcat Broadcasting. And welcome back to the Arc Arena. Coming out of the half, Baruch trailed by 11 to the Hawks of Hunter College. For Baruch, it'll be Snyder, Yee, Zerpolo, Spayu, and Dawson. For the Hawks, it'll be Conway, Kerslovic, Thompson, Leung, and DeJulio. And it'll be Hawks ball here, going left to right in the second half in the purple away jerseys. And Baruch really having to make some changes. Need more movement on the offensive end and just to be able to close out a little quicker on the defensive end and really prevent some of those deep shots from the Hawks.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to have to make a couple of those adjustments to really try to chip away at that 11-point deficit here. But, again, year in and year out, we really see some dramatic finishes here at the Battle of Lex between Baruch and Hunter. So definitely wouldn't be the first time if the Bearcats were able to get back in this one.
So an early foul there by Snyder. Nice block there by Zerpolo from behind. Hawks still retain possession inside to Thompson. We saw them go to her often late in the second as the ball's going to go off of, they're going to say it's a jump ball and it's going to go back to Baruch, but I think that went off of Hunter last, unless they're saying that the Bearcats were out of bounds when contesting the play. Either way, I don't know how you get a jump ball out of this, but it'll go back to Baruch.
End result, fortunately, the same there.
Bounce pass inside. Dawson can't finish at the rim. And some of the shooting woes that the Bearcats had in the first.
Yeah, just really struggling to finish right now.
And Hunter complaining, not really understanding that call, as it kind of looked like it went off Baruch there. Maybe it was a bit of a makeup call as the ball swung around. Yee, right wing three, can't hit. She's been shooting all night, though. Has 6 on the evening. Excuse me, making 9 on 3 of 8. Now Snyder goes around the Thompson pick. Thompson again with the pick. Leung, Kerslovic now, baseline jumper, shot's no good. Rebounded long to Yee, and she'll bring things up. Spayu on the right side. In the corner, trying to find Dawson inside. Ball's batted away by Conway. And we've called her name a lot on both ends of the court for the Hawks. Morgan Gress, the 5'9" sophomore guard from St. John the Baptist, checks into the game. Dawson a little too strong on that left-handed layup. And Conway comes away with it over to Kerslovic. Into the lane. Outside to Gress, shot no good. Box out there by Spayu, who comes away with the board. Now it's Dawson over to Zerpolo, back up top to Dawson. Dawson's going to pull from the elbow, shot barely grazes iron. Thompson comes away with it, and Baruch not really doing themselves any favors. Struggling to find consistency here in the entire ball game. Now it's underneath to Thompson. Gets Spayu in the air and is able to finish with the right hand.
Yeah, again, Hunter really just hitting all the pressure points here for the Bearcats, whether it be making Baruch settle for low percentage shots or getting them on the other end there where you see the mismatch down low.
And something that maybe Baruch hasn't had since potentially even Jacqueline Kennedy was on the team is really an interior presence.
Yeah.
When they can really use one, because they're going to come up against teams with Hunter that have a true 4-5, and Baruch are going to be undersized.
Exactly. We've seen for the past 2 seasons we go with more an athletic approach down low, but again, you need some of that height to counteract the 6-footers because there's really just no amount of athleticism sometimes that can really overcome that.
Conway and Dawson combining for 15 tonight, definitely giving size as Thompson soars in for that board. That's going to be her 8th, and the foul there is going to be on 13, Yee. As the gym continues to fill up here at the Arc Arena. Now it's outside the Thompson. Ball almost got batted away by Snyder. Leung over to Kerslovic. Knocks that one down. And it's going to be a timeout for Coach Coaches. He's livid with 7:04 remaining. Baruch now trailed by 16. You're watching the first game of the Battle of Lex on YouTube channel Baruch Bearcat Broadcasting. And we're back underway here at the Arc Arena. Baruch really struggling coming out of the half. 7 unanswered for the Hunter Hawks, and the Bearcats struggling to score here in the second half. Now it's Spyu into the lane. Kicks it outside to Yee. Bounce pass into Spyu. Looks like she might have faced some contact, but able to get that one to bounce around and drop. Coach just wanted a foul call on that. I think he had a cause. I heard a bit of a slap even from over here as we are on the Hunter Hawks bench side of the court.
Especially in this situation, every point really counts. So you would have loved to see Mel go to the line there, but let's see if the Bearcats get a stop here defensively.
The Hawks keep it alive on the offensive end, a fresh 20. Leung dribbles it back out. Thompson comes with the pick. Leung free throw line jumper is good.
She's been so consistent for Hunter tonight shooting.
She has 7 on the evening. Ball swung around the perimeter here. Now bounce pass inside to Dawson. Dawson might have tried to draw some contact, no avail. And Gress comes away with the rebound. Kraslovic straightaway 3. Shot no good. Long rebound into the hands of Dawson. Dawson's going to give it up to Zerpolo. Bit of a dangerous pass. I think in Baruch's best interest, come back out with it. Nope, Zerpolo knocks it down from the baseline.
And again, not the ideal look there, but a great job by the Bearcats in recovering and able to finish there.
It'll be Conway on the right wing. Now gives it off to Thompson. Over to Gress, up top to Kraslovic. Ball swung around. Now it's on the interior to Leung. Shot around and out, no good. And it'll be Zerpolo comes away with the rebound. Up to Snyder into the front court. Crossover move into the lane. She loses the ball, and it's going to be Kraslovic. On the corner here, goes past Dawson, trying to finish. Wild shot, we've seen a few of those. And no calls either way, they're letting these girls play. And it's going to be a charging foul, a charging foul. I was correct the first time on Leung. The foul there is going to be on number. It's going to be on number 15, Daniela Zerpolo, her first on the evening. Nice take there by Leung. But both benches really frustrated with the refs right now, letting maybe what they think a little too much go.
Yeah, you saw it going. Couple calls slide there on both sides, and then ultimately they rung Daniela Zerpolo up with a charge there, which was pretty clear.
Conway right wing knocks it down on the 3 ball, and the biggest lead of the night for Hunter. Problem is, you're playing this full court press. They've been breaking it down, leaving Baruch a little mismatched on the defensive end.
Whereas the Bearcats were able to capitalize. This one's going to stay with the Bearcats. But David, last game, the Bearcats were really able to capitalize on that press, as we saw. Unfortunately, for their sake, tonight here, Hunter able to break it down pretty easily. You haven't seen too many successful presses out of the Bearcats, so might need to change up some of the approach.
Ahmed, that free throw line jumper, that's going to be off left rim. Dawson on the rebound. She's going to get fouled as she goes up, and they'll send her to the line to shoot 2. .71% from the line on the season. And you can see Coach Garrett and Coach Cotrozos really getting frustrated here with some of the calls, seeing some of the touch fouls getting called, some of the more blatant contact kind of going by the wayside.
Yeah.
Knocked off on the second, so it'll be Conway now into the front court. She's had the hot hand tonight. And it's going to be a travel on Thompson underneath. She had the matchup they were looking for, one-on-one, back to the basket. A little under 4 minutes remaining here in the third. Baruch trailing by their biggest margin of the night, and they're going to almost turn over again. Spyu's able to keep it in bounds. It's Yee on the 18-footer. She knocks it down. It's going to be a 2, and that'll cut the lead to 15.
Again, you got to love the crowd here, regardless of the Bearcats being in a pretty tough spot. Everyone's still on their feet and super supportive. So you never know with that home court advantage. Maybe the Bearcats can get back in this one if they're able to string together some quality possessions.
Conway and one. And just as we're saying that, Hunter could extend their lead to 18.
And this is the reigning 2019 CUNYAC championship in the Hunter women's basketball team. So really no surprise here that they're going to come in tonight and play a really good, clean brand of basketball. They have a good system in place. And they've really been able to capitalize on some of the Bearcats' shortcomings here tonight.
So a three-point play there for Conway. And it'll be Yee on the right wing. Drives baseline, can't finish. Conway inside to Thompson. Ball deflected, loose to Dawson. And Dawson's going to push on the offensive end. And it's going to stay with the Bearcats. No call. And Baruch will inbound underneath the basket on the offensive end. Ahmed trying to find Zerpolo baseline. That's knocked away there by Gress. And once again, it'll stay with the Bearcats. Do not forget to stay tuned, as at 8 o'clock we have a tip of the men's game between Hunter and Baruch in the second half of our Battle of Lexington. Dangerous pass there by Yee. Even more dangerous pass there by Ahmed as Valentin comes away with it. Up to Conway, going to go straight to the basket. And it's going to be a blocking foul there on Yee underneath as she was trying to take the charge, couldn't get her feet set. That's going to be her fourth personal. Conway knocks down the first, 16 on the evening. And 2 of 2 from the line, so it'll be Snyder to inbound, and it'll be Spivey to walk things up. Biggest lead of the night for the Hawks at 20. Ball swung around the perimeter. Valmichi, who just checked into the game, gets it. Over to Snyder. Defense has been very impressive for Hunter. Nice crossover move there by Snyder. Can't finish off the glass, and Thompson comes away with the rebound. It'll be Valentin. Over to Kerslovic. Bounce pass into the corner. Conway has it now. Conway takes the pick from Gress. Ball swung around the perimeter. Kerslovic's going to pull a three. Line drive shot is good.
Yeah, she's been very big for Hunter from beyond the perimeter here tonight.
It's been a 40-17 run for the Hunter Hawks. It was 12-12 at one point. And Spivey gets fouled on a very late whistle. And she'll go to the line to shoot two.
Spivey's good on the first there. And knocks down the second. Hunter pretty quick to push it back up past the timeline.
It'll be Leung on the ball. Excuse me, that was Valentin. Now Leung has it in her hands. Crossover move on Michi. Thompson has it. 16-footer knocks it down. It's going to be a jump ball, and it'll stay with the Bearcats.
Again, Bearcats really just struggling to get going offensively here, and that's really just a credit to Hunter's defense. They've essentially smothered Baruch from pretty much the first minute here, and it's been tough to really get the offense into a rhythm.
Baruch only shooting 25.5% on the evening, so.
Yeah, that just really shows they're settling for some low percentage shots.
And another one there, no good by Snyder. Thompson comes away with the board. Thompson has 8 and 11. Conway inside, easy layup. Conway leading all scorers tonight with 19. 6 of 13 from the field. Spy, you can't finish, gets her own rebound. She was blocked, goes up strong and one. So Spy will go to the line to shoot the additional free throw. She's got 6 tonight, trying to make it 7. Spy you off on that one. And it'll be Kerslovic who comes away with the board. Conway up top, bounce outside to Gress. Inside there is Conway again.
And yeah, Janine just really making it look easy here. Another easy bucket.
I think they said that she might have stepped in bounds on the inbound. Either way, it's going to go right back to the Hawks.
And that's just really how it's been going here for Baruch pretty much all throughout the second half.
Baruch's 14th turnover of the evening. Deep three there off glass from Kerslovic. And anything that can happen will happen for the Hawks. 28-point lead, their biggest lead of the night. Crossover by Dawson into the lane. Gets fouled as she goes up, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. And Dawson knocks down the second. So Alexandra Panuto checking into the game as Thompson will come to the bench for a well-deserved break. Having a big game is Thompson dominating the boards. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Baruch trails 61-35. It's the first game of our Battle of Lexington between Hunter and the Baruch Bearcats. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcat Broadcasting. So it'll be Leung in the back court to start the fourth for the Hawks. Nice ball movement here. Inside-outside game. Kerslovic rattles it home. And she's got to be filling up the stat sheet now. She has 15.
Including 5 of 6 from three-point line. So it's a good night as you can ask for.
And Baruch can't get anything to fall as the rebound's batted out.
And Melinda Spyu going up for the layup there. That one rolls around. It's going to stay with the Bearcats, but that really just kind of sums up the whole night here thus far.
Nothing really going in Baruch's way as they're trailed by 29 here. Ahmed outside to Yee. Ball swung around the perimeter. Dawson. Snyder on left wing. Shot no good off back iron. And rebounded there by Leung. Conway almost goes out of bounds there. Kerslovic feeling it tonight. Around and out. No good. Panuto battles. It's going to be Yee in the corner. And it's going to be a foul on Panuto. And Yee took a hard spill there in the corner. And she's slow to get up.
Looks like she's okay. But again, yeah, definitely a hard fall in the corner there for that loose ball.
We have the DJ set up in the corner there. Those goes right by the speaker, so definitely could be a dangerous situation, but she seems to be okay. It goes off the hands of Ahmed, and it'll go back to the Hawks with 8:44 remaining.
Again, in this situation, when really every possession at this point is key for the Bearcats to even make this thing close, can't be committing that turnover there, unfortunately. So Hunter will once again try to capitalize and pretty much put this thing out of commission if it isn't already.
It'll be Kerslovic. Nice find inside to Panuto. Can't finish. And it'll be Snyder who comes away with it for the Bearcats. She's quickly picked up by Leung. And it's going to be a travel on Snyder. So it'll go back to the Hawks. Thompson checking back into the game.
Again, tough break there for Baruch.
Kerslovic to inbound right in front of us, and it'll be Leung to run point. Thompson inside, back out to Kerslovic. A little inside-out game between Kerslovic and Thompson. Is able to finish with the left. Spyu up top. Ahmed. Inside to Dawson, over to Spyu now. Dawson can't finish as she gets hit on the way up, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. Dawson knocks down the first. And 2 of 2 from the line. So it'll be Panuto and DiGiulio to check back into the game as Thompson and Gress come to the bench for Hunter.
At this point, too, you just really want the Bearcats to play as well as a game as they can moving forward. Even if they end up taking the loss, there's such thing. You just want a few positive takeaways from this one. So hopefully the last 7 minutes, Baruch can string together a couple good possessions, a couple good high notes, and unable to finish there, but another offensive rebound out of Zerpolo, but that one's quickly turned over to Jeanine Conway, who's going to take it the length of a court. Now Sheen turns it over to Nia Dawson, and we're going right back the other way.
wild action here. Sloppy basketball on both ends. Dawson trying to go full length of the court. No good. But she'll go to the line to shoot two.
It's kind of where we started here with Dawson at the line, and that's where all the commotion kind of stemmed from.
Knocks down the first. Rattles home the second, so 2 of 2 from the line as Valentin will come back into the game for the Hawks. Hawks and Baruch will be switching positions in the standings, dropping Baruch to 4th and Hunter to 3rd. Still, based off outcomes tonight, at least 2 games ahead of York for the 5th place spot, with still a few games to go here late in the season.
Again, Hunter came out, and they're looking way better than even a 3rd place team right now as far as their game plan and how they're able to execute tonight. They're playing like a championship team.
And more tough games to follow. Baruch actually plays York at York on Monday night. And then Wednesday the 12th, we welcome Brooklyn College, the #1 seed in the conference on the women's side, to the Arc Arena. So it should be great basketball on the 12th. Saturday the 15th, we got a doubleheader starting at 1 p.m. versus Lehman. Closing out the season, I believe, on the 18th against College of Staten Island. So it's going to be a timeout called by Baruch and Coach Kotrazos. They trail here in the first game of our doubleheader. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcat Broadcasting. So Baruch's ball on the going right to left here. 6:26 remaining here in the ball game. It'll be Spyu to bring it into the front court. Ball swung on the perimeter. Ahmed has to save it from going to the back court. And Ahmed's going to get fouled as she hits the deck. I think it's going to be a trip. Foul's going to be on number 0, Valentin. It's going to be her 4th of the evening. Now into Dawson. Outside, Yee right wing 3. Shot a bit short. Got to wonder if there's some tired legs. And Panuto's going to foul Zerpolo underneath.
But again, another big offensive rebound by Daniela Zerpolo, which we see time and time again. She's really able to extend those Bearcats' possessions.
Ahmed up top. Thought she was going to pull there, and a telegraph pass back to Yee, but Leung comes away with it and able to go coast to coast. It'll be Yee up top, over to Ahmed on the left wing. Has Spyu in the corner, over to Dawson underneath. Trying to find her way through the paint. Shot's a little short, comes right back to her, and one. Nia Dawson, too strong inside the paint, and she'll go to the line for her free throw to convert the old school 3-point play. She leads the Bearcats with 15. Conway has 21, leading all scorers tonight. Dawson knocks down the free throw. Leung walks it up. Michi will pick her up at the 3-point line. Leung looking for options, calling out Coach Garrett's offense here. Gives it off to Valentin. Step back 3, high arcing shot, way off. And that'll go back to the Bearcats. Just gonna see Baruch try to string together a couple nice possessions here. and really just settle down. And granted, game may be out of reach, but you just want to start developing that rhythm.
Exactly. Just a few high notes you can take away, and even just a little bit of momentum that you can bring into the next matchup.
Michi's shot no good. It'll be Panuto on the rebound. Up ahead now to Valentin. She'll pull the left wing three. Around and out, no good. And it'll be Zerpolo on the rebound. Up, trying to give it up to Michi. Underneath to Dawson, and every pass it just feels like is a bit too telegraphed.
Yeah.
And the Hunter Hawks are maybe even a step ahead of the Bearcats.
They're definitely a step ahead, and like you said, just a little bit too slow in the passes there to the point where it's a little bit easier to anticipate it, and we've seen Hunter pick off numerous passes here tonight. It's really put a hindrance in this Bearcat offense.
It'll be Michi up top. Ball swung around the perimeter. Over to Dawson. Crossover move. Dawson up against multiple defenders. Can't finish. Hunter on the board. Young to walk it up. Crowd trying to still get the Bearcats into it. Slew of subs come to the scorers table for the Hawks. As Coach Garrett empties his bench a little bit more. High floater, no good. Rebounded there by Conway. She gets fouled by Dawson, who got turned around a little bit underneath. Excuse me, it was Conway. Yep, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. Into the game for the Hawks, number 21, Kimberly Lau, number 3, Madison LaSalle, Morgan Gress, number 14, and for the first time tonight, Nicole Ballin, number 4. So a slew of changes, and Conway will come out as well if she knocks down this free throw. What a night by Conway. Big game. As that gives her 22 on only 7 of 14 from the floor, but a clutch 6 of 7 from the free throw line. The only Hunter Hawk tonight to actually go to the line was Janine Conway.
But yeah, she made it pretty clear from the start that she was going to have an impact on this game, and really down the stretch, she was able to put it out of commission and definitely lead Hunter to a good spot here with now 3:49 remaining in the fourth quarter. And a pretty sizable 30-point lead.
Conway averaging 18.5 this game, season, excuse me. So definitely increasing the average per game output as Dawson can't finish. And once again, Baruch really getting that open look, but just not able to finish at the rim. It's kind of plagued them all night. Now it'll be Lau up top. LaSalle has it. Gives it up to Ballin. Santos almost throws it away. Lau is able to recover. 5 seconds on the shot clock. He's going to have to pull. Instead, gives it off to LaSalle. High arcing shot off the glass. No good. Dawson fights for the rebound, and she looks like she might be injured. Nope, she'll get right back up and be good to go. Rivera sisters checking into the game. Haven't really seen them tonight. And they'll get a few minutes here at the end of the ball game. We've seen Caitlin Rivera start a few games this year, so a little surprised not to see her a little bit more. But Ballin gets that rebound outside to Lau. Gives them a fresh 20, and Coach Garrett will have them slow things down. And Lau gets fouled as she goes up with it, so she'll go to the line to shoot two. And off on the second, 1 of 2 from the line. It'll be up to Spyu, who will bring it into the front court. Spyu inside, and she'll take too many steps.
Yeah, pretty clear travel there.
And it'll be loud to walk things up. The only downside is they have that layoff until Monday, so it's not like you can just get back out there and, you know, I feel like when you're having a poor game, you want to just get there as soon as possible, try to wipe the slate clean. They'll have some time to dwell on this, but also a little bit, hopefully, practice over the weekend should get them in a better mindset for Monday's game at York.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think they just kind of need to go back to the drawing board after this one. Definitely shake it off and come back against York at 100%, and maybe a little bit of rest couldn't hurt either, as obviously we're here in action on Tuesday as Val Michi knocks that one down. And again, you got to love the Arc Arena here on Battle of Lexington night. Still everyone up on their feet.
It's definitely still filling up here, as we still have the men's game after this between the Hawks and the Bearcats.
But yeah, really just to go back to the drawing board after this one. As LaSalle knocks down that 3 ball. And we're going to have a few subs here. But you'd love to see the Bearcats now come back and respond on Monday with a win over York. So that'll definitely be a game to watch.
Also big because York's currently in action against John Jay. If John Jay, of course, 8-2, but if York can pull up the upset, they're only going to be 2 games apart in the conference. So it gets bigger and bigger as we go down the stretch here. Val Michi shot no good.
Yeah.
It'll be Mensah on the rebound for the Hawks.
Yeah, a lot of CUNYAC implications as you get deeper and deeper into the schedule. So every game's more and more important as far as the seeding and playoff standings go.
And the shot clock didn't reset, so it'll still be Hawks ball right in front of us. 1 minute and 7 seconds remaining here in the ball game, and only a few possessions left here. Lau on the baseline knocks that one down. And Yee will walk things up. Ball swung around the perimeter. Yee thinks about the shot, gives it off to Michi. Spyu's going to pull a 3 off back rim, no good.
Pearl, post up, low block. Post up, Pearl. Low block, low block.
Ball swung around the perimeter here. It's in the hands of LaSalle up top. Santos comes out to get it. Instead, LaSalle will give it inside. It's Mensah trying to turn around, get the shot off. No good. It'll be in the hands of Michi. And it'll be into the front court, and Baruch can dribble this one out. Shot no good, and that will do it here at the Arc Arena. A tough loss for the Bearcats, 1.12-12, unfortunately sliding ever since then, late in the first to pretty much the rest of the game. Baruch really struggling and never able to recover. So a big 35-point loss, but we'll have second game action here at the Arc Arena between Hunter and the Bearcats. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting.